Hey, what's up everybody? Here we are. We're gonna perform front brake pads for this Mazda 3. Safely lift up your vehicles. Make sure you put your jack stand for safety, and when you have it lowered on the jack stand, make sure to have the jack as an extra support, like I did right there. Okay guys, to remove the wheel nuts, it will be 21 mil. Give it a tap. Okay guys, so that's the front caliper. I like to put cardboard box where I'm working to catch all the dirts. First thing first, we're gonna remove that. Yeah, that's right. We're gonna remove that with a pry bar. That's a caliper retainer. And in the back here, there are caps for the slider bolts. One sits on top, one sits on the bottom, right where that finger is pointing at. That's one, and the other one below. So remove those caps so you can have access to the slider bolt. And to loosen the slider bolt, we need a 7 mil hex socket. To get the top bolt, you'll need a small extension 3/8, just like what I had there. There you go. So what I have there is a 3/8 extendable ratchet. If you have a longer ratchet, easier to loosen bolts. Always use a longer ratchet if you do. If you don't, then you'll have a hard time removing bolts. As you can see here, I'm using my power tools to undo the bolts. There you go guys, loosen that all the way out. At this point, I'm not removing the slider pin, but I'm gonna slide it out like that. Just slide it out all the way out like that, but not like totally removing out of the caliper. So now we're gonna slide out the caliper by prying it from one side to another side there. There you go. With this brake system guys, the inner pads is attached to the piston with pad retainers. I'll show you guys how that looked like when I have the new one, but in the meantime, that's the outer pad. In the meantime, note how you're gonna remove the inner pads and how they are actually seated right in there in the bore. So there you go, that's out guys. So we're gonna push the caliper piston back all the way with this tool. You can pick up this tool at Amazon, eBay, or any other auto parts in your area. Okay guys. Alright, clockwise to push the piston back all the way. Push it all the way back. When you feel like it's getting tight, that's when you stop. And counterclockwise to remove the tool. There you go, guys. So that's push all the way back in. Give it a good wipe in the piston contact and also on the bracket for the pads contact. Pulling out the slider pin bolts, guys. There you guys. I'm gonna give that a good wipe so I can put some grease on it. If you don't put grease in this, there may be a chance that your brake gets seized if you don't on all slider pins. Alright guys, so I'm just putting that back where it sits, just like so. Don't push it all the way in. Alright guys, so I'm just comparing the old pads with the new pads there. You can see there's the retainer pads. So that will go in the bore of the piston. Does not go outside the bore, it goes in the bore, guys. Alright. Have a little bit of grease there around the contacts for the piston. If you're having a hard time putting it in, you can always bend it. Those 3 retainers, bend it a little bit so you can put it in easily. You can bend it against a metal or a ground. There you go guys, it's in, and now I'm gonna put some brake pad grease on the ears. As you can see guys, I put it right after installing it on the calipers so that I'll get all the grease in my hands as I'm putting it in the bore. Alright guys, so that's the outer pads. Grease it again. Nice. Put it in like so. Now we're gonna install the caliper back together with the pads. Okay, I'm gonna apply some grease there on the outer pad. That's where the caliper is gonna be contact. Alright, making sure the caliper pins bolt aligned to the hole there. At this point guys, I'm using a small ratchet to tighten the slider bolt. You gotta be 100% sure that you get the bolts straight in so you don't mess it up and strip the bolts when you're putting it in. Be very careful, it'll save you a lot of headache guys. Don't just use your power tools to start to tighten the bolts. Alright guys. Give it a caliper a push if it doesn't align. Wheel it side to side, up and down, then you can align the slider pin bolt. There you go guys. Just gonna snug that up. I usually like to go 25 foot-pounds to tighten these bolts. There you go guys. Nice and tight, so we're gonna put the slider pin cap. Apparently the new setup pad came with new retainer and cap, so that's what I'm gonna put in. There you go guys. Time to put the last piece of the work. We're gonna put the retainer in. Okay guys, so have that in all the way in, and have one finger push that one in and the other, the right hand pulling down the retainer. Give it a good tap so that's all the way in the hole. It's all done. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe.